What's up, guys? Your favorite player, One Richard here. We're still in Jackson, Tennessee, still doing some bourbon hunts. This time we are at Party Mart. Now, I've heard lots of good things about this store from our good friend, A Little Old Fashioned. So I figured while I'm in town, I would give it a look. So let's go inside and see what cool things Party Mart has to offer. The first thing that we're going to take a look at is going to be this allocated section here. They have tons of Blanton's, E.H. Taylor, Eagle Rare, and this Stag 25D. They have 3 of them just sitting here on the shelf next to these little baby Blantons. So if you are missing 25D, which was dropped kind of last minute, they have several of them here. Now, it does not just end there with their allocated items. You have the Willet Purple Top, Henry McKenna, there we go, we'll get it there. A couple of Blantons in boxes, gold Blantons, tons of Buffalo Trace. You've got a Weller 107 just sitting there, Old Charter Oak, Finest Oak, Sweet Wheats. I mean, Sazerac 100, that one was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And I almost missed this one. There's Single Barrel E.H. Taylor, just sitting here waiting for you to swing by and pick it up. Wait a sec, I thought that was just one. There's a whole case of those suckers right there waiting for you. Oh, man, just missing these left and right. They have the straight rye for $129.99. I don't see a price on that single barrel, but we can definitely ask. Oh my Lord, there's just one thing after another. I thought I was done talking. You have these big boys of the Eagle Rare, almost 2 liters, 1.75 liters. My wife and I actually used to keep that in our office when we played video games. We called it our gaming whiskey. And look, if you need Weller, they certainly have a lot of it. They got the small ones, the big ones, even the antique ones just sitting here waiting for you to grab them. If that one's gone when you come in, look, they have a whole nother case just waiting for you. All right, you know how we do. We're gonna skip over the things that we often see at home and really just focus in on the cool stuff that you can't find anywhere else. And we're gonna first stop over here at these several bottles of Company. Now, they were okay, very just kind of lackluster for me. It fell a little short in some categories, but that Seismic Rye single barrel finished in cherry wood was my favorite out of the options that I had at the distillery. The second one would have probably been the cask strength of that straight bourbon whiskey, but I think that $80 price tag for that Seismic Rye definitely is worth picking up. Now, right down a little bit farther is going to be these 4 options of $17.92, including that single barrel for $70. Now, as we make our way to the end of this top shelf, we're going to skip on down and look at, of course, our hometown favorite of Blue Note. Now, they have not all of the options, but they have a pretty fair amount, including this wheated that just was release. Now, one thing that I have said before, and I'm saying it again, that I'm excited about being in our area is going to be these 4 different SKUs of Still Austin, both the cask strength and the regular rye, and the cask strength and the regular bourbon. Hopefully this means that we'll start to get some more exclusive options, maybe even some barrel picks from different stores in the area. Now, a little bit farther down the road, they do have your Elijah Craig, a 125, several of your Green River, of course, all of these things. But what really has my attention is going to be right here in the Maker's Mark section. They have the Steward release for this year. Last year, I believe, was the Masters release. I could be totally wrong. But this is going to be number 3 out of 5. Now, these are created to recognize the people who are involved with making the Maker's Mark whiskey, almost like the unsung heroes. Now, it's going to be 109.8 proof, has 10 virgin toasted American oak staves, and looks like it was bottled at the beginning of this year. vibrant raw honey and stone fruit are going to be those flavor notes, and about the same price that you're going to find everywhere else. Now a little bit further and almost to the end of this shelf are going to be these three options, these private selects from Four Roses. They have OESO, my personal favorite, OBSV, OESV, and then if you need something a little bit more affordable, 109 might be a little bit too much for you, then they have this OBSF single barrel for $42.99. Derby season is upon us, so we're starting to see more of these mint juleps from Old Forester. I like this one just for ease and just grabbing something off the shelf. I personally enjoyed the one I had at Four Roses during Derby season a couple of years ago. Handmade rather than that pre-made stuff. Now we're going to stop right over here at this Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit single barrel, because last time we saw one of these that says CND. I guessed at the name. It actually stands for Camp Nelson. Most of the ones that I've seen are going to be that Tyrone warehouse. This is only the second Camp Nelson that I've seen out in the wild. Starting to see more of these Wild Turkey 101 8 years back on the shelf. Now this is a little bit higher than what I would typically want to pay, but you know, you just got to kind of dip your foot in as far as prices go. They have 4. Hopefully we'll start seeing more of those in our area. Now tucked away over here in the corner is one of my favorite bottles, Corsair, coming out of Nashville. They're triple smoke American single malt. Now it's only 80 proof. If you enjoy peat on your whiskey, then this one's going to be for you. Nice mild whiskey flavor with a little bit of heavy peat. Very smooth, really enjoyable, especially if you're wanting to just have something fun and different with your American single malt. I have this guy just kind of tucked away behind this pole right here, and this is an Old Elk cigar cut. Now this is not the punch cut, but I'm sure it's still just as good. They're straight wheat whiskeys finished in port, sauternes, there we go, sherry and rum barrels. I love a good sauterne finished whiskey, so I bet you this one is going to knock it out of the park. It looks like it is, yep, $139.99. Old Dominic, just do a little drive-by there. Cast strength, don't sleep on that one. This is one of the lower proofs, 119.09, but still a really good pour. This is something that I have not seen in too many places, if at all that I can remember, and that is a single barrel select, but this lower proof one. So that one is that, what is that, 92 proof, 94 proof? Yeah, 94. But it is their single barrel rye. We're just about done, but this one thing caught my eye right here, and this is something that I'm seeing lots of people talk about, and that is this Evan Williams 250th anniversary America bottle. I love a good wax dip bottle, and $40 isn't too bad. I think MSRP is right around $35, $36, so this might be one that we'll have to pick up. Now, I was a little hesitant looking over here because I was like, wait a minute, that's not a Knob Creek 12-year. That's not. That's because it's hiding right here. They also have some of the other things that we know and love and like to point out. That F Cancer there. They've got the Rosé Pick. And then, of course, this antique as well. Here behind the counter is going to be more of their allocated stuff, some of their more exclusive things, including your birthday blend. That Knob Creek 21-year, that was really, really good. Sweet wheat, there's some of your BTAC. The 10 and 12-year, that looks like this is this year's batch 5 and batch 4 of the 12-year. Several of your King of Kentucky small batches. E.H. Taylor, you have a Van Winkle down there. So many allocated items, too many to mention. All right, guys, I know that was a bit of a quicker trip, but this store is jam-packed with all sorts of cool things, including tons of allocated items. E.H. Taylor single barrel, straight rye, the 25D Stag, just loads of stuff just waiting for you to come in and grab. Now, you know that I like to purchase a bottle just as a way of saying thank you for letting me film, and so today I picked up this Evan Williams 250th anniversary bottle. I've never had Evan Williams before. That might be a little bit surprising to you, but I've heard that this bottle is outstanding. It looks like it comes in at $117 .76, so 1776 proof point here on this one. So I can't wait to tear into this one when I get home. All right, guys, as always, thank you for watching and sticking until the end. I'm your favorite player, One Richard. Have a good one.